People who did the do with other coworkers. How did that turn out? I was a young airman at my first base in California, and I worked with a girl, let's call her Sarah, who was way more attractive than anyone my small-town Missouri butt had ever been with before. For some reason, she was into me. She was into a few other dudes, too, but at the time it didn't matter because I was 19 and stupid, and she was a few years older and far more experienced than I was. We did the do a few times and sort of dated, but it didn't really go anywhere, and I was heartbroken but cool with it. This was right after 9/11, so U.S. military operations were starting to ramp up, and Sarah got deployment orders. They didn't tell her where she was going, but she was on the hook. Her reaction to the news was to tell our chief that she was pregnant with my kid so she didn't have to go. I knew she wasn't pregnant, and just using it as an excuse not to deploy. The chief came to me and asked if I'd go in her place. As I said, I was 19, and even though I was a little scared, I signed the dotted line and told him of course I'd take the deployment. It turns out the deployment was to a NATO base in Naples, Italy, where I'd be paid $80 a day per diem on top of my normal paycheck. As soon as Sarah found where I was headed, she called the chief and told him she wasn't pregnant anymore and would like to take the deployment. The chief denied her request, and I spent an amazing 8 months in Italy, being paid more money than I knew how to spend and having the time of my life.